Do.
Do you think it's harder to endure your experience as a child or an adult?
I think from my perspective, I think it's as a child because when I hear adults talk, they always say, like it's better that she was a child because she won't remember any of it. But I remember everything. I remember almost being raped. I remember just the feeling of starvation. I always felt hungry, and I even at one point stole from my own family, like rice that was my family's, and I just had an overwhelming feeling of guilt. And as an adult, how did you feel?
Well, me, it was hard to go on. I mean, what the hell am I supposed to say? Please.
Make sure you tell Noah to edit this like crazy.
Yeah.
If he
yeah.
just posts
Okay,
it in
What
the
am I really
video.
supposed
restart.
to say? Like,
Just
what's
say
that?
how you had to work the most, how you were expected to work. Okay.
Should have
ready? Are
given
you
me a
still
heads
rolling?
up. I was waiting for the
Are you
male
still
or female
rolling?
part.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Alright. Okay, just look
what
at me. Just look at me. Okay. So as an adult, we were expected to do all the work, and we were just working. We were the main tool of the Khmer Rouge, and we were expected to work and do our part. And if we didn't, we got shot or we got tortured and then shot. So our life wasn't really fun at all, and we just wanted our children or our siblings in this case, to get through it alive in one piece and as least scarred as possible.
What about as a female or a male?
I definitely think it was more dangerous to be a female because you had the risk of being raped, and many rapes occurred in the village that we were in, and so that's why Kiev was sent to a different work camp. And also our older brother was married off to another girl because the parents didn't want her to get raped or anything.
Well, since all the males were shot in the beginning of the communist takeover, I'd have to say females because they were taken advantage of. As you said, they were raped, and they were the ones that constantly worked and had to take care of the children because there were no men left at the time, or there were very little to do their job and play their role in society.
But I feel like also the men they had a lot of labor, and if they were the head of the family, they had to provide for them, and they had to get food, and my brother Kim, he was the basically assistant of the chief of our village, and he was beaten every day, but every day he brought back leftovers for us to eat, and he stole corn from the fields, and one day was beaten and he was caught, but luckily he wasn't killed. So they just took the role of the head of the family, and so I feel like it's an equal thing that we both.
Yeah, both suffered the same amount and felt the same amount of pain.
Yeah. Cool.